lovelies. Hello everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Young and Choosing channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a first time subscriber, thank you so much for being here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to this channel. Yeah, I'm forming consistent gal. I'm here again. I'm here again. In this video I'm shooting. This is the third time I'm shooting it. Sorry, the first time it was way too long. It needs to be part 1 and 2. Sorry, the second time I had the cold, so all you could hear inside the video like I was sniffing all through. I'm trying to put myself in a comfortable position. So if you see me moving around, I'm trying to be comfortable in this video because it's all plenty. And I think this video will actually be a part 1 and part 2 video. Wait, let me come closer. I feel like I'm very far from you guys, but I want to rest my back, you know. I always get back pains, so I need to rest my back. But yeah, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Young and Choosing channel. I am back again with another gist for you guys. Today I will be telling you guys, drum rolls, how we almost became homeless in New York. I feel sorry for my neighbor because it'd be like every time I shoot the video, the guy at his house, and bear in mind now, why this kid they told this story 100 times. But yeah, I'm trying to find the perfect one for you guys, and I've been setting up for the past how many minutes. I can't even explain how long this thing took me to set up today. But we move. I realized as well that the past video, my hair, because my hair was quite close to the camera, it kept making scratchy noise. So if you do hear it in this video, because this is the last time I'm shooting this video, it's just my head. But yeah, let's say this video is now I answer the video since I don't talk for like 2 minutes for no reason. This is part 1 of how we almost became homeless in New York, because it's a long gist. So what happened? Now, for many of you that have been watching my past video, you realize that I have a white background, right? So that white background was from the 2-bedroom flat that me and my manager staying at. So my manager is also known as Tammy. So I tend to use them interchangeably because my manager just sounds more, you know, more posh. But yeah, my manager is Tammy. We're friends that live together. We live together in New York. Okay, so in this video I might interchange between English, Pidgin, Bini. Pardon me, because just like I'm going to explain this video, I'm going to explain through the stress that I went through. So in case I switch, don't worry, you'll still get the gist, right? So like you guys know, my background used to be white, and that's from a 2-bedroom house in a very posh area. We decided to live together after the first day we spoke to each other. So we're living at a 2-bedroom house at the other end of York. When I mean at the other end of York, I mean at the other end of York. It takes us at least 30 minutes by bus to get to like school, work, and everything. We'll both work at the train station, and it's literally the other end of where our house is. So it was always a stress getting out of my house. Like getting out of that area was like a stress for me. Because where we stay, I don't know how to call it. You know when you just live in an area where there's probably where you can buy the food stuff and everything. So going to other part of the city feels like a chore. That's how it was for us, because we are shopping mall there. Everything is there. Fast food area, joint. Everything was in that part of York where we used to stay. So there was no need for us to go anywhere. The house we go is like a posh house. It's like those couple. The way I envisioned the house, right? It's like for couples that are just starting life, you know. It had like an open kitchen plan that merges with the sitting room. It was proper posh. It was a 2-bedroom house and everything. Like we were living our best life. But the house rent, my dear, the house rent will humble you. The house rent was very, yeah, it cost a lot. So we knew we were not renewing our contract. We knew, because closer to like people tend to look for a house more like a year before. So if you rent a house in September, for instance, or in August, that's when most agreements starts. From October, November, they're already asking you, do you want to renew it or not? Because most contract ends in April, right? They end in April or June or thereabouts. Worst is August again. The longest it will take is August again, and then so because of that, they're always asking during November time, do you want to renew? If you're not renewing, so that they can start planning to put their house back out. So we obviously said we're not going to renew the contract, no matter how much we love the house. We knew it was not possible for us to renew the contract because after paying house rent, your account could be red. Yeah. So it was like after paying house rent, now you're struggling to survive. So we knew we're not renewing the contract again, right? So we started looking for a house as well very early. Now, one thing I found about looking for a house from my experience is like you just never get the right time. You're either looking too early or too late because that's literally what happened to us. Literally. Like at the start, it was very early. Like even if we tell people that we're looking for a house, they're like, you still have time now. How long do you have in your house? We're like, oh, we have to move out to know because they're like, why are you looking for us in January? Why are you looking for us in February? You have time, you have time. So I spoke to a mutual friend of mine at uni, and she told me about this app called Spare Room. Spare Room is like an app for like something like our 2 bedroom flat now, right? We could have choose to stay in one room and rent the other one out. Why did we not even think of that? I don't know. I can rent the other one out. That's what Spare Room is like. But sometimes your contract doesn't allow you to do that. So I'm not giving you but not going to do it. Go make your landlord pursue you come up for house because most contracts don't allow that. So that's kind of what Spare Room is about, right? So I have a 2 bedroom house. I want to give rent one out, things like that. So we didn't mind like staying in one room. We did not mind at all. We're open to staying in one room with somebody else because at that time we just wanted something cheaper that we'll be able to save and do other things with our money. So I started looking for a house. I started checking Spare Room on the market. Name it, we checked it. We're also checking like student housing where we rented our first house from as well. We rented our first house from, they are known to have expensive rent. Their rents are very expensive, so we're not looking for that. And we're also looking for like all bills included. So a house that when you pay the house rent, inside your house rent you also pay light, water, and everything, electricity, Wi-Fi, whatever. Obviously that's what's making it very pricey, right? And we do want to do student accommodation in if you don't say you don't do student accommodation, you know what I mean. My student accommodation wasn't bad. I was paying 141 or 144 a week, and I was staying with 5 other girls because I requested for an all girls flat, and I obviously had a reason to give, so I was given an all girl flat. We didn't end up being an all girl flat because one carry a boyfriend come permanently they stay there. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. If you want to know the gist about my accommodation, let me know. It's another story, so I can't even put inside this video. But yeah. So, and my manager as well, the flat she stayed in was another nightmare, guys. Maybe one day I should pull her up to come and tell you guys the stories. It was wild. Hers was way worse than mine. Mine, they learn from our own day. Like, mine is a JJC. They really shook out this high in that accommodation. But yeah, so because of that, we didn't want to do that again. So we knew we're not looking through school route at all. At that time, we're just looking for other places. Now, in Spare Room, I found a place. And that took so long. Like, we were panicking. I think by the time we found the place, it was around like June. Like, early June. Like, it was so hard to find a house that is actually reasonably priced. Nah, I'm going to deviate again. I feel like I keep deviating, coming out and coming back, but you understand. If you are moving out of your parents' house to uni, please, as you're looking at the uni you want to go to, also look at the house prices in the area. Now, you might say, I'm going to pay student accommodation forevermore. You won't. You will not. I tell you, you will not. You're going to make friends. You're going to want to live with those friends. Or you're going to stay in student accommodation. You want to try something else. Just know what the price of houses around that place is like. Like to rent a house. I'm not saying you want to buy a house. I know I don't want to buy a house. Why am I be checking? Just check. Just check. You might never know, right? Just check what the price of housing looks like in that area. For renting, for everything. What does it cost with bills included? What does it cost for students? What does it cost for? Just check so that you know that if that's what you want to do. Because not really school you did go. You go stay house. You go buy food. You go take care of yourself. Think about it. Calculate well that, okay, let's say I'm working, I'm getting paid this certain amount of money. If I pay house rent, would I be able to eat? Think about it. Yeah. Think about it very well. I'm not even joking. Forget it, this is my teeth. Think about it. I'm telling you from experience. Yeah. Think about it. York is a very expensive place to live at. And Atlanta's not the hard way. It's a tourist city apparently. I just searched online and said it was very beautiful. That's how I'm going. I didn't check any other thing. But yeah. My mom they laughed me to the day because now I'm like, I wanna come back home. That doesn't mean I really want to come back home, you know? But yeah. So it was just wild. Like the prices were very wild. So by the time we found a house that we actually liked, that was reasonably priced. When I say reasonably priced, it's like maybe £200 or £100 lesser than where we were staying. So it was not like, oh, it was a big jump. It wasn't necessarily. But the only good thing was that it was in town, which means we might not have to take the bus because the bus costs another amount on its own every month. I am not joking when I tell you the bus prices in New York is more expensive than where I came from. My family lives in Newcastle, right? I am currently 20 years old. For people that don't know, I'm 20. If I'm going to take the bus in Newcastle, I can get under 21 single for £1. Yeah, I can get the bus for a single for £1. If I'm going to get a day rider at most will cost me £3. I don't know if they've increased it, but from the last time I used the day rider, because most times I just use single because it's £1. But yeah, a day rider will cost me £3. Okay, in New York, there's nothing like under 21 to even start. Nobody cares if you're under 21. You're an adult. As far as you don't pass 18, you are buying adult tickets in New York. There's no other option. Literally, there's no other option for under 21, under whatever. But in New York, we have like under 16, under 19, under 21. There's a lot of options. So you don't feel cheated. Like, when you start buying adult ticket, you yourself, you go sit here yourself say, yeah, I deserve it. I should be able to pay this money. I don't know how I'm going to feel when I get there. I'm just saying. But yeah. But in New York, you're an adult. You will buy adult tickets. Single is £2 wherever you're going to. It's £2. Whether you dey from front of your house, they go junction, is £2. Where you they go is £2. They don't want to know that it's 3 stops away, not £2. Adults is like £4 something. You know, consign day. Literally. Student ticket makes it a bit cheap, but it's not necessarily cheap. It's still £4 for like day rider, like every other adult. But they'll be like, oh yeah, they have option for student ticket. But if you are buying weekly student ticket, it will be a lot cheaper. That's how it is in York. So check everything. If you're moving out of the house, check everything. But yeah, so that was the only thing that will be getting saved if we had moved to town. We don't have to take the bus, which means bus fare will be saving in our pockets, or we'll be saving bus fare for something else. So that was why we actually took that, because that house was in town. It was not only in town, it was in town close to Asda. For people that are abroad, you know Asda. Asda is a shopping mall that's reasonably priced, so it will be a place of comfort. There was Asda, there was a Pakistani store that sell African food. All of them were quite close to the house we found. So we're very happy that we'll be able to buy African food, we'll be able to buy other food stuff that we'll get from like a average supermarket. So it was a win-win situation for all of us involved. Until it was not. Until it was not. Because after finding the house, I sent a message to them that we are interested in the house. It was a 2-bedroom flat as well. And they gave me a number of their estate agent. I don't know what they call them here, like their realtor or something, like the person that actually takes care of property manager. Let's just call the person property manager because I don't know what their name is. So they gave me the number of their property manager to send a message to. I sent a message to their property manager via WhatsApp. I'd saved the number, sent a message that we're interested in this property. What property? Send me the link. I sent her the link. Okay, this property is so amount. I said yes, we're ready for it. She was like, but you have to pay a deposit to hold it down. So obviously, when you hold it down, it gets taken off the site. That's not available. How much? She said £800. £800 just for deposit. And say we don't have it. If you shake me now, if you turn me upside down, you won't see £800. We don't have it. So she was like, how much can you put down as deposit? I said, I can give you £500. I don't have £800. She said, okay, send you 500, we'll be able to hold it for you. I said, okay. You have to say, no. I think maybe that should have been a red flag for me. She was very rushy about the whole thing. Everything saying that. I said, okay, I'll send it. Sent her the 500. She told me, check your email, because after sending her the deposit, she had me to send her my email and everything. Sent her my email. She said you receive confirmation email and also like a receipt. So I said, okay, to state that, oh, I've paid deposit and stuff like that. I said, okay. I checked my email. I did not see nada. She was like, check your spam and everything like that. The last time I did a transaction with somebody and they told me, oh, check your spam and such and such. It ended up being fraud. So when she started saying check your spam, all my alarm bell was ringing. They were tingling, they were shaking. Before we even got to that point, when she sent me our account information to put the money in, my bank kept flagging it as being suspicious and things like that. So I sent her a message and I was like, is there something wrong with your account? Because my bank keeps flagging it. She was like, no, just because the bank will be like, oh, are you sure you want to pay money to this account, and put like a red thing on top of it? And it was like, and she was like, yeah, just say yes, just say yes. The last time I did all this, I was actually frauded. I was like, should I? But I ended up just doing it because the woman was like, oh, if you want to do this, fine. Then you won't be able to get the house. I said, sorry, ma. Sorry, it was the accident. It was the accident. Cancer. I will do it now. So that's how we got to the point of now looking for confirmation up and down. When I tell you that confirmation took the weekend to come, because I think I paid the deposit at the end of the week, like Friday or Thursday, and she was like, oh, just keep checking, keep checking. And I'm checking. I couldn't find anything. I don't understand. She was like, oh, check now. So I checked later, and I think confirmation came on Monday. And it wasn't like a proper confirmation. Maybe I'll be able to put it here and I'll be able to put it up and just like cancel things out. But yeah, it came and it was looking very sketchy. I still did not get any like email about the deposit, any invoice for the deposit I paid. I did not get, up to today I didn't get anything like that. That I did not receive. But yeah, we paid the money and I thought we'd be fine for house. So after paying the money, the next is to come and actually view the house before I can fully accept it, because the first advice I got given when I was living in accommodation was make sure you go and actually look at the house, because number one, York is a very old city. It's quite cold. So you need to make sure that the house is something is actually livable. Like, does it have heating? Is the heating actually good? And is there mold and things like that? So there was a lot to check for. So we wanted to go there and see the house for ourselves. That our previous house, we actually went to see the house for ourselves to know what it looks like. So we wanted to do the same for this one. So we picked a date, and the date was July 25th, 2024, obviously, to go see the house. Because like I said, most contract ends from late June or late July to middle of August. So we're assuming by July 25th, she said the students that are currently in the house that don't want to renew the contract would be leaving by then, like they would have been gone and forgotten. So we picked July 25th to go see the house. And we were meant to leave our current house in August 23rd. So you see, there are how many days difference I've had. So I was no longer looking for a house. I chilled. I was happy. We found the house. There's nothing for us to stress about anymore. We were fine. Now, July 25th was coming close. She was walking towards us. I think July 24th, I sent her a message. I was like, oh yeah, it's not July 24th or that week from July 20th. Somewhere inside that week, I sent her a message. I was like, oh yeah, so when can we come see the house? And she was like, oh, it will not be possible for us to see it again in July 25th because the people that are currently in the house have extended their contract. I said, what? She said, no, that they didn't extend it like permanently. They only extended it for summertime, like just a bit over summer. As when you mean a bit over summer, because me, I'm moving into the house in summer. So how many summer do we now have in the UK? She was like, nah, that they're just gonna be there for like a week or two extra. So they'll be there until like August. I think she said August 2nd or something like that. I was still fine because we had to leave the house like 23rd. So there was still time. I was like, okay, so can I come and see it in August? She was like, yeah. That you obviously, like, she was reassuring me that, oh yeah, it's fine, like there's enough time for you to come and see it, and then before you start moving in and things like that, because I wanted to see the house. What if I get there and it's not what I asked for? Because when I requested for a video, she only sent a video of the 2 rooms. She didn't send us a video of other places. And she was like, oh yeah, because somebody's already in it and things like that. It was very confusing because did you not video the house before people moved into it? And like, there was a lot of questions that I do not know why I skipped them and just accepted what she was saying to me, which was trash, by the way, guys. It was trash. So I was like, okay, we'll come and see the house in August. Then we left it there. I don't think we were. I can't remember. I was looking for a house still at that time. Like, I don't think we were searching for a house. I'm over. There was no house because we just couldn't find something else anyway. August rolled around. I sent this woman a message one day. This was, I think, a few days till my birthday. And the thing was, we were going to Edinburgh for my birthday. So the thing was, we'll go to Edinburgh on the 15th. My birthday was 16. We'll come back 17 or be 18 and move out 23rd. So they were very close. And at this time, we had not started packing. Or I had not started packing because my manager said she was packing. That's what she said. I don't know. But I had not started packing at all. I have a serious issue with procrastinating. Last minute, now I like big. That's where you find me. You get. So I had not started packing at all. Now I was getting very bothered because the time span we had for all this thing was not matching. It wasn't making sense at all. Because I wanted to move into the house at least. I wanted to start moving at least August 20. So we have like 3 days span to move because we're also working during summer. So I was like, at least if I come back from one shift, I'll be able to move some things over and things like that, so that by the 23rd, I would have cleaned that place and returned the key because we had to return the keys 23rd of August, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. guys, remember this, 10 a.m. So when she was like, oh, when I sent her a message in August and my dad was telling me that, the house is no longer available. I used to laugh. She said the house is no longer available. I said, what do you mean? She said that's how the people that is in the house, the girl that is in the house, choose to extend the contract without their knowledge. So the girl bypassed her and went straight to the landlord and created a new contract that allowed her to stay for the next year. I say, what? What are you not saying now? Are you indirectly telling me that I have no house? Or you are indirectly telling me that I might be homeless? What are you saying? She said, girl, you've got no place to stay. I said, what? No place at all? She said, no. She said she advised us to go and be searching for a house in August, like 2 weeks before we move in. It was like she advised us to go and start looking for a house. And she wants to be looking for a house for us. I say, really? So if me not send you message like this now, you will not tell me that I'm on the verge of being homeless, that I don't have a house. People of God. I will go. Not be someone they shout it for so. My mind was beating, but don't. I was flabbergasted. My flabber was gasted. Yeah. I was speechless. My sit down way. This is where the party started. Now we have no place to stay. In August, it was like a week and a half to my birthday, which we already planned the trip for, everything booked. It's not like I can cancel everything and say I want to stay at home and be running around and looking for a house. They said, and it's not like Nigeria, you can be walking down the street and you can knock on somebody does that. When I was free for a year, when I the rent starts, you can't do that. Everything is online. And by August, when you check online, you'll be seeing houses available from 14th of October, from 19th of September, from 1st of November. I say where I want to stay before then. Where am I gonna be? Also, my dad tell us we no get house, so say we go to find house, she go to find house, me all of us to find house. We're all house hunting because they don't have any more properties, and she don't know where to find house for us. So let's all go and be hunting, guys. I weaked. My week was weak. I say what? I was so panicked. But then I don't panic externally. I panic internally. Because when I told manager about it, she hey, everything turned around. She was externally panicking. And I was like, calm down, my Lord will not let me be homeless. My God does not wear flip flops, so he he doesn't flop. I will not stay on the street while inside I'm shaking. So like our mutual friend kept telling her that I'll calm down, see if everyone's calm, you'll be fine. Everyone's not calm anything. I wasn't calm. I wasn't. I was panicked because we were looking for us. We couldn't find anything online. Online, every contract was starting in October now, September, late September, because apparently, like, the time block for us to find a house that starts in August had passed. I was scared. But yeah, guys, come to part 2. I'm ending this part here because this video is already 27 minutes long because I kept blabbing a lot. But yeah, guys, come to part 2 to see what happens next. We'll be ending this video here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in part 2. Bye.